it. I know you feel it. I know you can sense it, friend. You already know. Let me get the other one. Let's. It's giving juicy. Maybe we gotta do like a ting, ting, ting. It's giving juicy. I know you see it. I know you feel it, friend. Okay. So as you guys can see from this title above, we are going to be doing a what's good, what's tea type reading, okay? One of my specialties, all right? What's the tea on you, okay? What's the tea? What's the tea you need to know about yourself? What's tea, all right? What's the tea on you? What's good, what's tea, all right? Yes, so we have 4 groups. I would have already did a aesthetic intro. So if you would like to see the additional cards that I felt like might have needed to be seen for certain people to feel drawn to that specific group, okay, you can go ahead and rewind, friend. All right, we'll be right here waiting for ya. All right. But for others, friend, we are about to get started, okay? So we have 4 groups. All right, I love that. Hold up, let's do a look, friend. Ooh, that click. Okay, so pile 1 is going to be the mother. Yes, friend. Pile 2 is going to be the tea. And pile 3 is going to be the audacity. The audacity. Okay. And then pile 4 is going to be the empress. All right. Fred, you got to get in there. Oh, this is going to be a good one. Hype me up, Fred. If this ends up being tea, you got to hype me up. All right. Because I think I'm even going to release this a little bit earlier. All right. So yes, you guys, thank you again so much for all the support. Make sure you comment, like, share, subscribe, period. 2 on the clock. But yeah, go ahead, pick intuitively, and I will see you guys at your pile. Okay, pile 1. This is Big Mama, Big Daddy energy right here. Oh my gosh, friend. You know what's so crazy? There's like this real big split between people and you right now, okay? So first of all, the tea on you is that you have not come to play, all right? Definitely very dedicated, definitely very focused. The only thing about this energy, friend, because I'm picking up on a pull in a multitude of different directions, but it doesn't feel like it's physical. Okay, this feels very energetic. And you know, we talk about that, but I'm so serious. Like when I was about to do y'all reading initially, it's like I instantly was like, do I want to do a whole pick a card, or I don't know. This in itself, friend, oh my gosh, embarrassing. Embarrassing. Do you see it, friend? Oh my God. Anyway, okay, all of this right here, friend, okay, this gives me main character energy. All right, but this is coming with a price, at a price. All right, it's like when, oh, hold up, what's that song? Looking like the man when I walk in the building. That mean I got something expensive. I don't know what song that is. And then I'm thinking of Big Mama. I'm thinking of Lotto. Okay, and when I think of Lotto at this time, regardless of how any of us feel about the situation, which really should we feel any type of way, it ain't us. Those of you that know, she's pregnant, you know, they're saying by someone else's husband, even if, you know, those two are only married for a green card, the whole shebang. You see that right there? You see me even saying that? I don't know, it was cringy me even saying that, because it's like, why do I even know that? Why do I even care about that? That's y'all. And not y'all, but like that's the chatter that's happening around you. It's like, but you're removed from it. So let me just walk this down, friend, because I feel like I'm really giving y'all some tea, okay? So y'all could have took over the reading. I was about to do just a collective, because I'm like, with this energy, I could just do a fucking collective, because this is given, I take center stage. This is given boom pow, bada bang, okay? Oh my gosh, there are some of my, there are some Patreon members that I feel like could be watching this pile. Let me know, friend. Okay, some of my clients, my people, friend, you already know, they be having this energy, this big energy, okay? Someone here, you could be a spokesperson, or you're just taking life more serious. But this is the thing, friend. This is how it looks to people. So again, there's a strong divide, because some of you guys, can I be honest, you feel anxious. You're anxious, friend. There's a lot on the line. Some of y'all don't know up from down. Not to say that you're not capable. You know you're capable, okay? You are the star. You are the mother. But with that stardom, with that motherdom, okay, comes a lot, all right? A lot of responsibility. You know, a different way of moving. Some of you guys just cut certain people off. But it doesn't even feel, because I feel the nurturing energy from y'all. I do. I feel like if someone was to really talk to you, that's if you would want them to talk to you, you know, and they heard your story, and that's if you would even want to share your story, because some of you guys are past that. They would understand that this is all being done for a reason. It's not to make nobody feel shitty, salty, left out, okay? But if you end up feeling that way, I also get that as well. It's like, but if you end up feeling that way with this Five of Wands, if you catch a stray, not because I was, you know, airing them out, but because you tried to jump in front of something that wasn't even meant for you, you know, it's like, that's what it is, all right? So I do feel like the tea on you is you're acting different. This is what people are saying. You're acting different, okay? There is a brand new energy about you, or there's just a, this is what it's skipping, friend. Let me try to slow it down. Because I feel like I'm toggling between the energies. Okay, there's like an accuser, or the people that are like projecting or just taking it the wrong way, I feel. But I just feel like the stakes are high, and you know that, friend. Okay, with this star card, you know, that specific card does talk about someone stepping into the spotlight, someone, maybe something just went viral, like something is finally picking up speed. So it's like you have to buckle down. And I think there are some people taking it personal. We talk about this all the time. And then we have that mother energy, all right? Someone here, you could have just became a mother, okay? Or you could be taking mothering more serious, all right? If you already are a mom, okay? You could have just became a father, okay? Or you could have just birthed something. Something here is birthing, and it's gained traction, okay? It's growing. There's momentum behind it. And I just feel this seriousness. But I'm not gonna lie, I feel like even when I'm in the energy, I'm getting pulled in all different directions. Like there's so many different topics I could really tap into with this group. Like I could do a no contact reading from this group. I can do a what's the gossip, what's the tea. I could do a what conversation is being had behind your back. So I don't know, there could just be a lot of energy on you. And I've been picking up on this. Like I've been doing a lot of different readings and posting them on Patreon, and that's what this gives me. So you guys could be very attractive, but when I look at that star card and even how it came out, it was like in reverse, kind of. So some of you are like heavily sought out or sought after at this time, but why does it kind of feel like a burden? You know what I mean? Like maybe there's a lot of attention. It's a double-edged sword. I feel like it's a double-edged sword. Some of you guys could be doing something on social media, but in some type of way, it's a double-edged sword. Like you could be like me, you're more introverted, but you also have like an online presence. So there's that thin line that you have to kind of walk. But then also you could just be someone who's energetically sensitive, all right? Or maybe you got a business to run, but then you also got to be a mom, okay? Or maybe you have two jobs, two hustles, or a main job and a bunch of side hustles. Like, and I feel like this is the tea on you, okay? There is somebody watching you though, Pile One. Strongly, all right? Now, this person does feel like they are in their feelings. Now, the tea on you is there's someone, okay? The number 755 could be of significance. 555, 722. What is that? January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Someone could be born on the 22nd. So what is that? A Cancer, or that could be Leo energy. I can't really think right now, friend. But this is what I'm gonna say. Like, there's like so many people here. It's almost overwhelming. Make sure you guys are taking time to like ground yourself, because I could see you guys having so much creative energy, but then it's like you start, stop, start, stop. You just feel a little bit ungrounded, okay? But I feel like it's not, you know, we got to take accountability for ourselves, but I also feel like it's this. There's just a lot here. Because again, there's someone that's in their feelings. And this person could actually be more talkative than you. Yes, look at that. That's so crazy. We have extroverted and introverted. Need to talk, saying a lot. Introverted, holding back, not saying much, closed off. So I do feel like whoever this individual is that I'm picking up on, okay, they could look like this for some of you, but it feels like they're putting on a brave face. I will say that when they go to work, you know, this could be a businessman, businesswoman. Like, they do have to have structure. They do have to save face, the whole shebang. But I do feel like somebody is caught up in them feelings, friend. Okay, and they could have locks like this, and it feels like an in and out. Okay, this is what it feels like. It feels like a longing. Let me tell you, this is the tea on you, friend. Somebody here, and I'll get some specifics. It's like I'm almost seeing somebody watch you from a distance, but they're like really watching you, like you're going. Like those of you, you know, if it applies, like I'm seeing that dress, like I'm seeing the awards, I'm seeing. Like, I'm just seeing you do other things, but it's like you accomplishing. What that means to me is like you accomplishing your goals. Like, you're moving away from this person. Like, that's one thing I will say. It doesn't seem like you guys are facing each other in this visual. Just stay with me. Y'all know how I am. But in this visual, this fog almost, you're not even looking at this person, okay? You're not looking in the same direction, which tells me that this person could live at a distance. Someone's name is Liv or Olivia. This person could live at a distance, or yeah, you might have to take a plane in order to even get to each other, if that was, you know, something that you would like to do. It just feels, okay, far gone. Okay, something feels far away. All right, so that's all they can do is kind of watch you at a distance. But look at that telepathy. For friends, somebody is tapping in, okay? In the song, oh, this is giving. I'm telling you, friend. And I don't want to feed nobody's delusions, but seriously, is there anybody where they've been popping up in your mind more frequently lately, and you've been feeling like this strong sense of missing them? Or maybe those of you, you know, friend, especially for those of you that are spiritually gifted, you're going to know what I'm talking about. It always feels weird when I say it out loud, but I know it's a thing, okay? Pay attention to your dreams, okay? The thoughts, like, does it just feel, sometimes you could feel it, like someone wanting to talk to you, or like maybe someone's been trying to apologize to you in the dream state. Or for real, someone could have reached out to attempt to apologize. Something about this, though, it feels like it hasn't came through in the 3D. It just feels like it's at a distance. And I just seen 11:11 on the clock. Now look at this. We have twin flame, divine connection. You could take that however you want. I'm gonna have to pull some cards. We also have leaving, moving forward, leaving behind what doesn't serve you. And that's what this person is watching you do. This person has been watching you, I feel like, for some years. Like, something about this feels like it's been over a long period of time, okay, where you guys have not been around each other, because I'm seeing somebody full bloom, okay? Like, this isn't just given like, okay, a day-to-day elevation. Like, no, it feels like there's been some major shifts, okay? And you are really focused. And I feel like, going back to everybody is seeing that you're focused. I do feel like some of you guys could be, you know, gaining some clout, all right? Or you're just getting a lot of attention. But I don't know if anybody really knows, okay, the burden that this popularity or this path is kind of bringing. And it's not to say that you're not thankful. It's not that. I just feel like it's a lot. Some of you guys are like, get off me. Like, I gotta focus. Like, I really don't have time, because I was picking up on that too with this 5 of Wands. Like, you see that little Sasquatch thing? It's like, that's you guys. So you could feel a little bit alone. Even if you prefer that, like you could feel that way, but it's like you have to go up that mountain. I just feel like this group, you have a goal and you really have to get to it. But what I was going to say about family could feel some type of way. Some of you guys are arguing with family, or there's some discord with family. And some of them feel some type of way because you've kind of put them on ice. All right. Maybe there's a conversation that was being had. You left mid-argument. It's like, I really don't have time for this. And then you kind of never came back to it. Like, there's something here that feels very open-ended when it comes to that family situation. Yeah. Ooh, you are really taking matters into your own hand. And it's funny because that mother card, that also talks about that, friend. It's like, I really don't have time for this. Like, I'm tired of mothering everyone. I have to kind of like bring it back to myself. Like, I can't. And people might think you're cold, but me as the reader, friend, I can tell this is actually burdening some of you. It's like, but I just keep hearing like, but I cannot. Like, I just can't. Yeah, I feel like even if this is burdening you emotionally, and I'm having a hard time talking in this group. So even if there are burdens that come with this emotionally, I feel like you guys are kind of pocketing it right now so that you can get stuff done. Like you're not feeding into it physically or through text messages, through anything of that nature. Like, it's like all of this is within. So some of you guys have just taken, you're like, I gotta just take a second. Like, I have stuff I really have to do. Like, I really can't. I can't, all right? I can't. Because if you do, or if you allow this to sweep you up, you know it's gonna take you off course. And you have a goal. Oh, friend. But I do want to ask about this. That's the T on you. The T on you, friend. Look at that. Relax. Step back. Trust your guides. Time to pause. Okay, so that could be a message for you guys. I think I will give y'all just a little message after I pull into this little T here. Let me put this right here, friend. Sorry. I be having my little fan. We got to shine the light on these motherfuckers. Okay. So let's see. Who is this person that is like yearning? Or like, you know what it feels like? It just, oh my gosh, I hate to be dramatic, friend, but how this feels like someone who, it feels like y'all have not been, this has been a long time, okay? Like there's been a long time between this, to the point where it's like day to day, let's just be honest, like they could probably get through their day and still have fun. Like this doesn't feel like it was so recent, you know, and so fresh. Like this doesn't feel fresh, but it does feel like that ache. I don't know. There's something here about an ache. I just keep seeing this person go to work. They're vibing. They can go out. They can have fun. And I'm not going to say that they don't have fun in life. Like I'm not just going to sit here and be like, oh my gosh, they're just like distraught completely. But when they go home and like when they're alone, or maybe this is like a most recent thing, I don't know. It just feels like something it's heavily weighing on the mind, friend. And that telepathy, like this person's trying to write you a 4-page letter through telepathy. Now look at this. Apology. I am sorry. Who is this person? Let's just be very blunt and clear. Do I want to use this deck? Do I want to use this deck? I'll use it, okay. And then I'll go to my other deck. Who is this person that is feeling this way towards pile 1? Who is this person with these locks that I see? For some of y'all, they could have long hair. Okay. And that's another thing. Y'all have been working hard, bro. Somebody here could live on the West Coast, Arizona, could be of significance. We have the hoop snake. I gotta see what that is. And the skeptic of portals. Give me 1 second, y'all. Let me see. Let me see. What is she doing out there? It's like every time I get on here, girl. Okay. Real quick, y'all, let me pause this so that y'all not just sitting here while I'm looking through this. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back, y'all. Girl, I gotta find my ring light cord. I don't know what box it's in, because this is taken away from my allure. I need my bright light, okay? But damn, okay. So, we have the, damn. Oh my gosh, friend. I just got a whole vibe from this. So, we have the Knight of Swords. This person let you walk away. Whoever this is, because when I see that ghost, there seems like there was a moment in time where they probably could have stopped you, okay? Or got your attention or talked you out of, you know, leaving, and they didn't. I don't know. When I look at him, he just looks real scared, real, you know, this isn't really giving me Knight of Swords. It's really not. This is actually giving me someone that's holding their tongue. Oh my gosh. And I feel like a real heavy feeling in my chest. What I will say, there is heavy Scorpio energy here. We have the Death card. Okay, I'm going to get real intuitive with this, right? That was my plan from the start with this reading. So anytime I see these birds around the sun, this person could have let pride get in the way, for sure. All right. And the way that snake is eating itself, in regards to this reading, I'm just seeing this person like bite their tongue. Like instead of speaking up on it or speaking on it or making a move or, you know, airing out maybe even their emotions, it's like they didn't. But there's a lot here. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm trying not to get annoyed, because I really am trying to like really get in here, because y'all know I'll cut them off real quick. Like, well, you don't gotta feel bad for them, pile one. They didn't speak when they should have. Move your feet, lose your seat. You know I'll get in here, friend. But I'm gonna try, okay? With this Eight of Cups in reverse, yeah, it feels like I think you guys opened the door to talk to this person. That's what this feels like. It feels like they had a chance and they just didn't take it. Oh my gosh. What? Let me see. Tell me a little bit more. Who is this person? Okay, marriage. You guys could have talked about marriage. This is the thing. I actually think you guys had a lot of feelings for this person at a point in time. And I'm not gonna lie, friend. Although I see you moving forward with that twin flame, divine connection, that to me is given like a mutual attraction, or that fire, that flame, it was mutual, friend. And I feel like the only reason why it probably wouldn't be mutual, okay, is because of this and how somebody let something die. Okay, they could have been listening to friends, family, like there could have been some outside energies that, and this is the thing, I don't want to take away from this person's, what's the word I want to use? Because I just heard, I don't want to infantilize them. Like, you know, I don't want to, but it does feel like, I don't know why I'm getting that. There's like this putting on a show, listening to other people, or even just following the mindset of others, okay? Maybe you and this person were trying to have like something serious, but a lot of their friends, not to say that this happens all the time, but maybe a lot of their friends were single and rowdy, and I don't know, it just feels like something here doesn't feel genuine, or it feels like a front to me. Dave Zilla. This person's name could be David. Who is this person? What do they want to say? And they keep saying that they want to say something. Time for change. Big changes are coming. Trust the process. Okay, so this was in reverse. This person feels like they did not change enough, or change quick enough, okay? Or change gears quick enough. And I can already tell you they didn't. This feels like they let this... Let me ask, because they're not about to sit here and have me spinning my wheels, okay? Let me see. Why? Because it feels like at a point in time they could have said something. Why didn't they say something? Why didn't they say something? Our chemistry was primal. Okay. Now for someone here, this was actually a very, I don't want to sit here and give y'all no cliche answer of, oh, this was a sneaky link situation that y'all probably, you know, wasn't expecting it to go that far. It's not even that. Something here does feel primal, lusty, okay? But why? That's not answering my question though. Why didn't they speak up? And you see what I'm doing here? Maybe y'all had to do that with this person. Maybe you had to kind of like sign it out for them. No offense. No offense. I don't mean that in no, you know, derogatory way. I'm just saying, but like for real, it feels like you would have really had to start doing that, friend. Let me see. What was going on? Okay, let me just ask them. Let me calm down. Why did you not feel safe? Okay, like what was the reason that this person didn't feel safe, or like what was going on? Okay, so for somebody here, this person, let me just tell you some tea, friend. They didn't feel good enough for you from the jump, believe it or not. Why do I feel like this person could be very macho in appearance or just very attractive? All right, I am getting heavy masculine energy, but this person could have, they could be very popular. They could be like an athlete. Like this feels like the top person. Like they on the football team, like, you know, they got high numbers, okay? Really attractive. They on the basketball team, starter for some of y'all, or their appearance, like you wouldn't expect them to be so pipsqueaky. I'm sorry. Let me ring my bell. Am I being too hard on them? What is going on? Okay, so now that's why, okay. Were y'all just young? Like if you were to compare the now to the then, because I feel like you have a mature perspective. Can some of y'all like settle into this and be like, yeah, their mind was just in a different place. Maybe they were chasing a certain lifestyle. It's not making sense to me, friend. But this person, that's something I need you to know. This person didn't feel good enough for you from the jump, believe it or not. I don't care how fine they were. They didn't feel on your level from the jump. So that might have even opened the door for some type of self-sabotage or just overlooking, if I'm being very honest. Oh, here we go. Is that the Page of Swords? Is that the gossip? Okay. What was the gossip? Oh, wow, that's corny. Okay. Oh, I'm in here. Oh, dang. Okay, but they're being honest, so let's talk about it. Can I be very frank with you? I feel like something about this feels very, is the word juvenile? Like something feels immature in a way, okay? Or just young, all right? Like me speaking about this right now with where I'm at in my life, I can be like, okay, this is childish. Like this is child's play here. But I do remember a point in time when this would have probably been very relevant, okay? Or these type of dynamics will be very relevant. It's almost taking me back to college, high school type. Okay, friend, I don't know who you are, right? And this is taking me to that one reading I did of how did they view you then versus now. Do y'all remember that reading? This is giving me that one pile. Without me going down that rabbit hole to try to tell y'all who y'all might have been back in the day, I wonder if there was someone spreading some type of rumor about you. And at the end of the day, people have to, we as people, all of us, okay, because nobody's perfect. It's like if we hear a rumor, we got to either choose if we want to listen to it or if we want to find out for ourselves. And if someone decides to treat you a certain way based off of what the majority is saying, you know, that's them, okay? But it does feel like this wouldn't have just been one person, okay? This doesn't feel like that. This feels like, let me show you that sun. Where'd that sun go? Not trying to hide. I can't even remember where it was. Do you remember that card? I don't even know where it was. But there was like this little card with like the sun, and there was like these little birds going around it. It might have been at the back of the deck. But that's kind of what this is giving me. It's like, who are those birds? It gave me like what we would see in that one deck, the 8 of Swords and the 9 of Swords, like an interference. And you see how my pace is slowing down? This person could actually want to talk to you about something, okay? Like maybe how something went. And look at this Page of Cups. Because at first what I thought this was, oh, we're getting messy. Because when I saw this Page of Swords, I was like, okay, I wonder if there was another person. Like, if this being a romantic situation, this would have been another romantic interest of this person who came in and maybe badmouthed you, okay? And that makes it worse, doesn't it? Because I do get that catty energy. No matter how you spin this, whether it's one way coming from friends in a certain community of like, I don't know, maybe this is a guy and this is other guys. Maybe this is a woman and this is other women, okay? Or if this is somebody that would have also been attracted to this person, it just gives gossip and it gives like very childish chatter. Some of you, oh man, Fred, I'm diving too deep. Oh, I hate when this happens. I hate when this happens, okay? I hate when this happens because once I go in there, I'm in there. And then I'm gonna move on because I know this is not gonna be for everybody. But for some of you guys, you'll know who this is because you had a close friend who ended up sidestepping you in a way or backdooring you in a way. And it would have been in regards to this person. Okay, like in some way, shape, or form, like you could have told them like, hey, I like this individual. You see what I'm saying? Like even when I talk about that, it sounds very like this happened in a setting or at a time where when we were young. I don't know. That's what it's giving me. Dun, dun. Dun, dun. And then that one song by Janae Aiko is coming through. And look at that Tower card. Page of Cups. And then there's this choice too, because when I look at this Page of Cups, it's like they're leaving this person, whoever that is, to go into this portal. Like they're making a choice. So I feel like this person, they made a choice to feed into whatever was being said, but I don't think that was the main reason why this didn't happen. It's like not only did they feed into whatever was being said without getting your side, they also took on, I don't know, this really could be another person. Maybe even went back to somebody for some of you, because whatever it was, it feels like it would have been shocking to you, or it would have been like, whoa, like for real? With this Tower card energy, it would have been like, oh, for real? That's what we're doing? And I think that's why this person feels so bad, because if any of that resonates to some, you know, capacity, right? It's like after any of those situations, there would have been no explanation. You see what I'm saying? There would have been no apology. There would have been no explanation. It just feels like you were iced out. Okay, like left to just hang on like nothing. That's cold. That's cold. Yeah, it is. Okay. Let me see. This was not supposed to be this long, girl. Okay. Let me see. What else can you tell me about this person? That's the tea on you. There's somebody feels bad for how something went. And I feel like I have to be honest, it's not really rubbing me too wrong, but I will say your trajectory in life right now is causing some of this. Okay, like I don't know what would have been the peak or what would have been, you know, I don't know, but it does feel like your star energy. Okay, how you're progressing, how you're moving, what you've made of yourself. Like when I look at this almost reminds me of Cinderella. But I don't even think it's just with this person that's all sad. I also think there's quite a few people that might fall into that category of feeling bad. Okay. Especially, I'm gonna just be honest, friend, if some of you guys were looked at as very promiscuous at a point in time, and maybe you went through a lot, but you've changed your life around, however you want to look at it, I do feel like with whatever you do now, there could be some people that might have misjudged you. All right. So tell me more about this person. Let's keep it. Let's narrow it. Tell me a little bit more. Sunglasses. Watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, focusing out. So this person is definitely spying on you. Okay, definitely stalking. I told you they're watching you from a distance. This person could like to wear sunglasses. They could live in a sunnier area. We have healing heart, healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationships or addiction. They're gonna have to come up off that. They're gonna have to come up off it. Okay, I need a little bit more. Tell me the tea. Okay, I don't even want to ask them. I want to ask. Okay, tapping me in with my intuition. Okay, what's the real tea? What is really happening here with this person? What's really sparking it? What's really sparking it? Oh, the Eight of Swords. There we go. We got the Eight of Swords. Ooh, I just heard life review. And the Ace of Cups. Look at how them tables turn. Now we got the Fan of Portals. Oh, the tables have turned, friend. Remember that one card where it showed one person like going in that direction, and it's like now I feel like this is you going in this direction. The tables definitely have turned. Out of reach. Damn, look at that Seven of Swords. Ah, man, this feels sad. But the reason why this feels sad is because I keep seeing all these ghostly figures. So it feels like before where I could reach out to you and grasp you and actually touch your hand, it's like I can't even do that no more. So maybe life has changed so much between the moment that y'all met each other when all of this stuff was happening to now, where it just feels very ghostly. Like it feels like whatever they see of you, it just feels like a puff of smoke. Like if they were running towards it to try to like catch up, even if they caught up to the vision, it would like, you hear that, friend? That's what it's giving. I swear I'm not trying to be funny. It does. It just gives poof, gone. Poof, gone. Now let me look at that Ace of Portals, because that might not be Ace of Cups. That might actually be, no, it is. Oh, it is. Yep, it is. Yep. New beginnings, emotional fulfillment. Let me tell you something. And then we're going to move on, okay? Because they ain't going to be taking up too much of my energy now. For some of you, let me just say this. It's like, I feel, without tapping too much into their business, this person, I don't know what has happened in their life, but they could have had some type of life-altering event. Some of them could have struggled with addictions, or they could be coming out of that energy. It almost reminds me of if someone had a, you know, we all have these moments in life, some are more intense than others, where we do a life review, where you start to kind of really think back. Maybe you get your mind right. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, maybe this person has some type of addictive behaviors, or they were heavily in this lifestyle, whatever that looks like, this devilish energy, which I don't even know if I want to call it that. I don't know. And, you know, this person's older now. Life has kind of calmed down, slowed down. People have matured. So naturally, there is this life review, or there's more reflection. You know, there is maturity here, right? But it's like the timing in regards to you. You feel kind of gone. You do feel like the one that got away. This is actually kind of sad. Every time I look at this, I feel like a pain in my chest. And it, you know, you see how she has that moth right there, or like whatever that is. It almost gives me like Silence of the Lambs, but and you see how he's holding it. He look sad as fuck. It almost looks like he looks all bashful and he's looking for her, but all he can do is hold on to this. And what that reminds me of, I almost feel like this person would love to tell you how much they've changed. Like this person wants to talk to you, tell you sorry, tell you how they've matured. Like this person would love to tell you that. You might even have kids. Some of you guys have 2 kids, or no, it feels like that would be on your side for some of you. Damn. Because I keep getting like, I would love to tell her like how much I've changed. Or I would love to talk to him about how much I've changed, or not even come to you and be like, oh, I've changed so much, but more so just talk to you so you could see it for yourself. But it's like all they can do is hold on to that. So for some of y'all, I don't know, this person might have kind of recognized this a while back, and maybe they were in the works of trying to shift their life for you, and you might not have known, friend. I don't know. Not that that's your fault, but something just feels so out of reach, like very ghostly. And it really doesn't feel like this person has reached out, but for some of you guys, I don't know, they might have. I'm sorry. Let me pull one more card. Why does this feel so out of reach? Oh, okay, they're taking me right back to, remember what I said? Remember what I said, friend? Remember I said they didn't feel good enough for you from the jump. I don't care what this was. I don't know if y'all were in a relationship, if y'all was just a situationship, crushing situation. They had already not felt good enough for you. I don't know if they told you that, and I don't think you recognize that. But yeah, intuition and manifestation. Damn, I forgot what I even asked. Hopefully y'all remember, and that's the card. I'll let y'all do your little one too. Okay, let me see. What else do we need to know? That's crazy. I literally just forgot. What else do they need to know about this person? The sacred temple. Wow, this is a lot of like spiritual energy, you know? I just want to tell you, friend, this is being felt. Look at that at the bottom of the deck. Conflict and milestone. Yes. And I feel like that milestone is happening on both ends. This is just giving me like how life progresses, okay? I feel like you've matured, they've matured. The perfect storm type of energy. Conflicted. Look at them dark thoughts. Friend, they're conflicted. This person's conflicted, but not just in the way of like, I don't know what happened, but this person's very conflicted with whatever happened between you guys. I feel like they were probably conflicted about some other stuff too, but it seems like they gotten past that. But specifically with you, friend, this feels sad. Dang, I might actually have to go into another deck. Hold on, friend, let me see. All right, so tap in and then we're moving the frick on. This was supposed to be a 15-minute reading per pile. It pissed me off. Y'all better like it up, friend. You better hype it up, friend. I'm not joking, okay? So let's see. What does this person want to say to pile one? Or give me some more indicators of who this is. Who is it? And I'll roll some dice too. We have sadness. I feel like I've lost you and I'm not coping well with it. Yeah, friend. I mean, I already told you that, friend. I told you that one. So, I don't know if you need to see it again. Right here, friend. Right there. All right. 2 more cards. Dang it. Thoughts. I've been in my head about you constantly. Dang. Momentum. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I said momentum. It says mountain. Something or someone is standing in between us right now. That's interesting. Okay. Mountain. It's like moving mountains. And look at that up there. I did see a lot of mountains up in these cards. Then we have magnet. I'm gonna do one more. I keep being drawn back to you and I can't quite explain why. And that goes back, and I'm not going into that right now because this is not that. I want to keep it light. But that goes back to this spirit energy. I bet you if you asked about this person, if some of y'all already know who this is. Yes, boo-boo. I'm coming in a second. I bet if y'all asked about this person in a reading, I'm sorry, give me one. All right, I'm back. Okay, I can't remember where we left off, but and that could be significant. I don't know. Some of you guys might already have a family. Or you're, I don't know, friend. Let's see. Who is this person? So let me set my intention. Let this be, let me see. They look like, okay. Who is this person? Be flat out. The energy was strong, friend. Okay. We have a Capricorn, heavy on that damn Scorpio, or someone that has prominent scorpionic placements, friend. Okay. Or they could carry the energy of like a Scorpio, like very seductive, mysterious in nature. Whew. Yeah, I think this person's sexy for sure. But anyway, we have Capricorn. We have Aquarius. Oh, we do have Scorpio right here. I was over here talking about that because the 8th house. So we have Aquarius, Capricorn, Scorpio, and we do have this Venus energy. And that I more so rolled to explain them. So they could be very romantic. Okay, like that might be something that you knew about them. Or I'm not gonna lie, like see, I can swing that a multitude of ways, because for some of you guys, they could have been a player. Something about them is very charming. Like I'm getting like a charming, like I look good, I like to make other people feel good, I want to dine you, but I also might disappear. That's for some of you, but I don't know. Why do I feel there's something very secretive about this person, or hidden even? Because for some of you, I could even say maybe they hid a lot of their lover boy tendencies or lover girl tendencies, or they tried to. They might have been able to do it with other people, but I feel like you could have saw right past that, friend. Like you might have already known this motherfucker was sensitive from the jump. No matter how they tried to play it off, like you already knew they was already ushy gushy on the inside. You already knew. Okay, tell me a little bit more. Let me see. Ooh, they said, okay. All right, tell me. Ooh. Yup. This person, you would have been very attracted to their voice, okay? This person could be very tall. Something about their chest area is sticking out to me as well, okay? And we got this Cancer energy, yeah. The lung area, the chest area, which is making me wonder, do they have tattoos? I'm also getting something about their breathing. Like I just heard max capacity for the lungs. So either, and then you got that second house. I don't know, friend. They could have been a smoker, but I was more so getting a runner. Because I'm getting like the lungs are being emphasized here. But both of those could be tied together. Because I ain't gonna lie to you. Even when I smoked, I always got a 90 plus on my, almost at my ASVAB, on my PT test. I don't know what it is. I don't know if like smoker lungs. You ever notice that? Some of the best runners be smokers, friend. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know how it works, but it works. Okay. This person could have very nice teeth. Yeah, you would have really liked their voice. Someone also could have rounder cheeks or a rounder face. Aw. Tell me a little bit more. What does this person look like? Yeah, this person's sexy. They can have strong legs, like muscular legs. But this person's sexy, friend. You know, to you, they would have been very attractive. Like, no doubt about it. You might have even thought that their body, like you could have thought that they were perfect when it comes to how they look or their facial structure. Some of you guys even told this person that. Like, I'm seeing that. Like, I'm seeing somebody grab somebody's face and like start like really telling them like, oh my gosh, your face is perfect. Oh my gosh, you look so good. Oh my gosh. So, damn. You're gonna have to let me know, friend, what happened to her. What happened? But we gotta move on. We gotta move on. We gotta go to the next pile. So, yes, pile one, that was your spread, and that's the tea on you. Please let me know. if it resonates, friend, and I will see you guys down below in the comments. Pile 2. Friend. It's giving drama, actually. Okay, so I'm gonna let this flow. So I don't know who's talking about you just yet. I literally am getting opposition. I'm getting the op. Okay, the ops. So I don't know if we're just picking up on a particular conversation. I don't know. Like, this is what this is giving me. I've been noticing that, you know, pile 1, if you want to just even go briefly look at pile 1, I kind of told them like what their vibes were giving me, like what type of tarot reading could I pull from their energy. You know, there was a multitude of different ones. Yours is giving me for real, like, what's the tea? What's the tea on your enemies? This is also giving me, what are your enemies saying about you? Did you just get into a fight? Did you just win a battle? Did you just tell somebody off? Did you just get smart? This is giving chin check. This is giving, I don't know, friend. I mean, I'm going to see, but I had to preface, I had to start off like that because some of the stuff that's said in here, trigger warning, I'm not saying that it's true. But I do feel like, I'm not gonna lie, this group specifically, it feels like somebody's talking shit. Okay, and you know I'm gonna bring it back around to really get to the root. All right, I'm sorry. So let's see. Okay. Friend. Oh, why do they have me? What do they want from me? Why do they have me deliver these messages? Friend. First of all, so I just want to tell you this, okay? I know I'm kind of tiptoeing, you know, but I want to be gentle. I just want to tell you this, friend. I know you're probably grasping your pearls. You know, I like to walk it down. I am not getting that this is like the general energy when it comes to you. Some of you guys might definitely be drawn to a different pile. This isn't giving me like the overall, like, this is what most people are saying. This is very specific. Okay, I'm getting like a group of 2 to 3. Okay, somebody in there flying monkeys. Okay, oh, I almost said something and I'm so glad God stopped me. Thank you, Lord. Because if that would have came out my mouth, I don't know. Oh, and then not, oh my gosh. Why did Juicyyy just come to my mind? With that skit, I don't know, friend. Let me tell you. Okay, I'm gonna just drop it. Cause I already told myself I'm gonna be super intuitive with this group, friend. Somebody is upset. I don't know if you just dropped the baby. I feel some hating ass energy with this group. And it feels like it could be connected to a pregnancy, or I don't know, did some of you guys end up having a child by a certain person who could have another certain person who's very sticky and negative when it comes to you? Okay, the other baby mom, the ex, I don't know, friend. Somebody's mad because it's you, friend. Whoever this is, I don't think whatever they're saying about you is not good. Okay, I'm just gonna be very honest. I think they could be very intense with their words. Like, I don't think this person likes you at all. All right. And you know, if I'm gonna bring it up in a reading, friend, you already know I'm gonna tag their ass in a minute. You know I am. Okay, so don't you worry, friend. Oh my gosh, the tea on you is you got somebody talking shit, and you see how she's pouring that. You know, friend, I'm just wondering if whoever this individual is, I might even just come out the gate with it. They are very, very jealous of how you look. I don't know, maybe even how you carry for some of you guys, because this does have to do with a baby, all right? And I was getting some real toxic energy, friend. I'm not going to go into it. But this person, like, this would be someone who will go as far as, I'm not going to say it. This is just a negative ass energy, right? You know, like, they think things and say things that most of us who are sane, or at least have some type of morals, like, we wouldn't say. Even if we don't like somebody, it's just, you know how there's certain shit that's off limits? That's what's making me think this person could have said something about your kids, friend. This is a real nasty energy. And it's so funny because what they're saying about you, some of them could be spreading lies about you, saying that you're super toxic, you be lying, you're manipulative, you're always manipulating the narrative. This person's salty, friend. And you see all that combustion? This is a salty motherfucker. Like, if anything, friend, I know it could be triggering hearing this stuff about you, especially if you are minding your own business, okay? But that's what it's giving. Like, somebody thought they was going to be sipping tea, but you see how what's falling out of there is this black soot? Yeah. Sipping dookie. That's what it's giving. You thought you was going to be sipping tea, all my friends. You thought you were. What did you think? I don't know what they thought wasn't going to go a certain way, or I don't know if they thought you weren't going to recover. Oh, wow. That might be what it was. You know what I just thought of? Oh, shout out to him. This just made me think of Lin. Y'all know Lin. Because didn't he just get into an accident? Oh my gosh. Somebody could have been plotting on your downfall, friend. But I'm seeing a speedy recovery. I'm seeing a blessing still come. I'm seeing you still get attention. Somebody could have really tried to trash your name, but all they did is bring you fans. For some of y'all. But for real, I ain't gonna lie, this feels isolated. I don't even know if anybody's really giving this person attention. This is a real nasty person. Can I be honest, friend? Because I'm just here to tell you the tea. This type of individual, I don't know why they don't like you so much, but I do think that behind closed doors, they be doing some, like if they're into that, well, it doesn't matter if they're into it or not, because with their words, it's so much negativity behind this person's words and just their actions when it comes to you, that it's low-key, high-key coming off as that bad Jew, that bad spell work. It's giving, friend, that black magic. It is. It is. Ugh, look at this. And that's why. Oh my gosh. And that's another thing. The other part of it is some of you guys are being called the goody two-shoes. Everybody thinks that person is such a goody two-shoes. Because with that sole purpose, okay, I don't know what you're doing, friend, but you really doing that shit. You are. And you have this person mad. This person is heated, friend. Heated. Oh my gosh. This person feels like you took something from them. That's why I was wondering, is this some like petty ass stuff where maybe you got the man or you got the girl, you had the baby. I don't know. There is something like that. And that's why it gets super dark. I'm trying not to go there. But there could be someone very, very jealous of your lifestyle, friend. I feel like a lot of what they're saying is probably really about them. With this manipulation, controlling, toxic. Somebody is so tired of hearing this person talk about you. So I think even the flying monkeys are getting tired. Okay, they're like, please give it a rest. Longing, missing you, desiring connection. Okay. Now, this feels like someone, okay, with that coming out, I'm not gonna lie. If you know you have a very, because there's about 2 people coming through here. I saw a woman, but I also can see this as, well, no, it still could be a woman. I was seeing like a bitter romantic situation where it feels like this is like that type of ex that trash talks the fuck out of you. You get what I'm saying? Like, you know, those ones where it's like obsessive, like to the point where it's like, bro, come on. But it doesn't just give, because, you know, there's different variations to this. There's different levels. Like you might have, I mean, you might even talk shit about your ex. You might be like, man, fuck him, whatever. This isn't giving that. This is giving, it's ongoing. It's always a topic. You're checking in. You're trying to see what they're doing. Like this person's high key, to the highest key, very obsessed because they know too much about you. They know too much about you. Like they probably wouldn't be this angry. You see all that anger? It's like an atomic bomb right there. Okay, and it's all that pollution, all that nastiness. They probably wouldn't even be all like that if they could just mind their business. Ooh. Fast movement. That's what I'm saying, friend. Okay, this is the bad bitches and the bad ninjas right here. Fast movement. Some of you guys got a new car, up the new whip. All black. I don't know. Someone tried to, I really feel like someone, oh, this is gonna sound so dark, friend, but I don't mean it literally, but I don't know who's watching. You'll only know your situation. But that black soot, I don't like that black soot. That's like someone trying to give you a teacup and it's black soot instead, okay? And I feel like it's almost, oh, I don't want to say it like that, okay? How can I say this? Because it's coming through a certain way. I do feel like someone was waiting for your demise in some type of way. But I'm getting like, you know how they say all black is a funeral, like in the little rap songs, but it's like the way y'all transform that energy, like it's not giving all black is sad. It's like, oh, if it's gonna get black in this bitch, we gonna get a black Maserati, we gonna get a black Camaro, whatever the kids is liking these days. I'm not a car person, friend. We gonna get a black Ducati, you know, it doesn't matter. Like, you know how to put that shit on, friend. I'm seeing all black nails. And what that is a symbol to me for, okay, is even if someone took you and dunked you in the darkest situation, you know how to wear that shit and become a fashion icon. I'm literally seeing somebody get dunked in this black soot, but it's like, then it like turns into like a dress and they're like walking on the runway. And it's like, fuck. That's how this person feels. So this is like alchemy energy, okay? This is like you can transmute. This is taking me back to those readings that I think it would have been last year. Like, where's the time going, bro? I don't know if y'all remember. There was a reading, and somebody here is gonna know what I'm talking about, hopefully. I feel like it would have been last year around like the September, June, July, one of the months. And it was around the time when Offset had just dropped his album. And I'm getting that song, let the bodies hit the flow, let the bodies hit the flow, let the bodies hit the flow. Okay, it's giving. And that whole vibe from him and Jid, oh, that was a vibe. And I loved it. And it gave like real scorpionic, it gave that, okay? And I don't know, I might have to link that collective reading, because maybe there's something in that collective reading that I dropped at that time that could really be relevant. Because there was a collective reading that I talked about where I kept seeing this dark pool where it's like this black ass water. Like, picture that. Like, who the fuck is going in some black ass water, right? You, friend, I kept seeing it in the collective. It's like they jumped in and it almost represented like that full energy. Like, going into the unknown, okay? Like, even though things were uncomfortable, they already knew that they could not stay where they were. And it brings me back because, yeah, Cardi B had did her album with the crows, you know, and the symbology in that, and then he had did his album. It was all given like that rebirth type of energy, right? Yes. And I remember specifically, okay, that there were people onlooking and not understanding why somebody would jump in there. But little did they know, when you jumped in there, you weren't drowning. You weren't stuck there. It was actually a portal into a way better life. You know? So symbolically, I feel like you're not scared to go, you know, into your shadow work, okay? Go into the unknown, okay? Go into hermit mode. Go where other people are scared to go, okay? So there's a lot of confidence here. You might not see that in yourself, but you are very confident. Oh my gosh. I wonder if she's watching. This just made me think of somebody. Girl, this just made me think of somebody. We got the same name. I wonder if she's watching. That'd be so dope, okay? But yeah, that's another thing. Some of you guys have gone through therapy, and you guys are really making strides, friend. Like, there's something here, like, whoever this is, fuck them. I just gotta tell you, for you to be carrying this energy, you know, and I'm not gonna sit here and tell you to be flattered, because sometimes I'm like, oh, you should be flattered, for, but for real, when you really are someone who's trying to mind your business and you are going through this type of ish, okay, when you really just don't even want to be a part of it, around it, and you're energetically sensitive, it can actually be very draining, okay, and it could cause a lot of anxiety. So I don't want to take away from that, but friend, let me just tell you, you're a force, okay? And that's the tea on you. That's the real tea, okay? But look at this. Oh my gosh. Oh, friend, this whole time I had this ish in my hand like this over here, squeezing this all bent and shit. Look, dark night of the soul, facing fears, facing old wounds. Exactly. I love that. That lets me know that my intuition was on point. Yes. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I don't know. And look at this 3 of Ghosts. Maybe something real tragic happened. I don't know. There could have been a loss. Okay. But for some of you guys, this is just symbolic of losing oneself to find oneself, okay? Like a death of the self, okay? Others of you, there could have really been some tragic ass shit that happened in your life. Whether somebody else would see it as tragic or not, you know, everybody's level of what's tragic or what they deem as tragic is going to be different, you know? Your dog might pass away, and that could be, whew, you know, that could really tip you over the edge. For someone else, that might be like, you know, not that serious, okay? But it's all about how it made you feel. So I feel like whatever this is, it made you feel lost. It hurt. Like literally you felt it in your chest, okay? There might not have been certain people around, or even if they were around, it was hard to like even gravitate towards their support. And that's what I'm saying. So this is just a dark, devilish energy, because the more I'm into it as a reader, I could tell whatever this is. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm back, y'all. I ran out of storage, but I feel like that was my spiritual team's way of saying, like, fuck them, don't give them too much airtime, okay? Besides us reading them for films. Okay, so let's find out who this is. Where would you know this person from? Oh my gosh. Where would you know this person from? I'm gonna roll it like 3 times. Where would you know this person from? Ugh. This person has a sloppy energy, or something about them is sloppy. Like, and it's such a shame, because some of them could actually be physically attractive. Like, you know what I mean? Like their body could be nice, but that attitude is just, ugh. Ugh. This person could have a very large head. I'm not gonna lie. We have Sagittarius energy here, and we have the 1st house. Oh my gosh. And why is that coming through? Okay. I feel like this is going to come in spurts. So even if we don't get like their exact sign, I want you to pay attention. Something about this is giving bow to me. Okay. I just don't know why that is. All right. Like why they feel like it's necessary for you to bow to them, or to see them in some type of light, or to see them in a certain way, or see them as superior. Okay. This person could be older than you. Oh my gosh, this is dark, friend. Hold on, let me grab my gossip deck. Give me 1 second, friend. Girl, I gotta send this text. Hold on. Maybe they thought, wow, I'm trying to understand this. Like, what would bring, maybe that's what I need to ask. Like, what would bring so much, like, I don't know, like, tension? Because even with that 1st house and that Sagittarius energy, okay, heavy fire, very fiery. You know, I think that's why I'm struggling with this, because looking at that, you know, I can see that as someone being very spunky, but maybe they're just it's like overbearing. It almost reminds me of like if the sun was in the 1st house, like, you know, it could be very bright, but it could be too much. Maybe this person, I'm getting some strange, like phrases. This person could like to, maybe they see themselves as a teacher. They could be very blunt, spontaneous. But that just does not make sense to me, because I feel like someone who is in that energy, at least to me, I feel like they shouldn't even be this focused on you. I have to understand. Where would they know this person from? Who is this person? Give me a little bit more. I do feel like this person could be older than you though. And they could be thick. Yeah, we have Leo, Cancer, the 4th house. I was hoping that didn't come through. This better not be no sister, bro, or... I mean, yeah, I thought of a mother too, but I was thinking something. Let me just say this. I just don't even want to go there. I mean, if you know, I don't want to even put that into your mind. I don't know. Sometimes I'll feel it necessary to say, okay, it could be your mom, but I don't know. Who knows? It could be. All I'm going to say is this person, that's bothering me. I'm not going to lie. This is bothering me because now it's starting to come through as this is close to home, or it was close to home. Now that I don't like. I would have rather this been somebody who honestly, maybe I'm being delusional. I would have rather it been someone that you didn't really know that well. But this was someone that you were actually close to at a point in time. I'm just hoping that you're not still close to them. And someone's like, this is how they're secretly feeling. Did you guys break away from somebody because you felt like there was some type of secret competition, or there was some weird energy? Yeah, actually, no. What am I talking about? I gotta remember. Yeah, because look at that longing missing you. Yeah, you cut something off here. You denied the connection. You know what this gives me? And I don't even want to bring that MFer up. I hope this wasn't a weird situation where someone got very like, okay, let me just, I don't even want to go there. Ew, clingy. Something about this feels kind of clingy, but it's so crazy because this person does not like you, but they're obsessed, if that makes sense. Who is this person? Tell me about this person, or just give me some additional cards that'll speak to my intuition about who this is. Okay, who is this person? Abandoned, left for dead. Yeah, and I got this. Okay, so this person feels like this towards you. Okay, I don't know why they feel that way. I'm not saying whether they're correct in that way of thinking or if that's true, but I feel like you closing the door on this person, or you not giving any more access to this person, however that looks, for whatever reason, they are taking that personal. Okay, or you not giving to them anymore. I feel disturbed, I'm not gonna lie, because why do I feel like this could have been someone? This does feel like someone that you might have been close to. Who is this person? Lawyering up, refusing to answer questions. For some of y'all, I don't know, you could have went to a court, or there could have been some type of legal situation this person tried to put you in. If they did, that was like super delusional. But then when I go to that, when I look at that, that just seems so extreme. You see what I'm saying? Now, for those of you where you're like, nah, P, for real, this was one of those situations where maybe another competitor, maybe y'all work in the same office building. Because now I'm getting like those buildings where there's like a suite, and maybe you work in a suite, they work in a suite, and there's been like this weird ass beef between y'all. You know, that's just a very specific situation, right? But I was getting something about this feels extreme. Like, why would you do that? So this person could have done something to you that like really crossed the line of loyalty in your opinion, or it was just like, okay, that's final. Like, yeah, I'm good on you. Like, you just broke the law of friendship, or the law of how a sister should act, or the law of how a mother or somebody should act. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. That's what I'm saying. Snatched. Extremely too hot to handle. I told you this person could be attractive, and it's a shame. It's a shame. It's a shame. Who is this person? How would they know? Who is this person? Poetic justice. Oh my gosh. This is making me think of somebody that I keep trying to get out of my mind. I'm trying not to go there. This is reminding me of this individual that was very obsessed. She was a very obsessive friend who was like trying to cross the line, or just blurring the line. It was weird. So some of y'all could have, I don't know, that type of energy. This person could be into poetry. Okay, moving on. Naive financially, and that goes with this too. With this first house and this Sagittarius. Okay, something about them could be very spontaneous, but also like very risky. So maybe they have a lot of risky behavior. This is so strange, because if this is the case, friend, and I don't know if it's just because I'm the reader, I'm like, if this is true, like, you got bigger fish to fry. You got bigger fish to fry than to be over here pissed off at how my pile 2 is progressing. Let me see. Why is this bothering them so much? Well, let's say y'all used to live together, and maybe they used to benefit from your money, or y'all used to, you know what I mean? It could be one of those situations. Not saying that I agree with them, but maybe they benefited off of this same energy. I feel like the same stuff that they're coming at you about, that I'm picking up on, is the same stuff that they probably would have been praising you about. It's so weird. But because you're no longer giving it to them, or because it's cut off from them, you're like public enemy number 1. Okay, period. What's the T? Or actually, no, back to them. Tell me more. Who is this person? Flat out. Who is this person? We have the 9 of Cups and we have the 7 of Cups. This person could be delusional, friend. Delusional. I'm not gonna lie, that's exactly what I got. And then we got this 7 of Pentacles and we have the remote viewer. Oh my gosh. Please. Oh my goodness, I told you, friend. I really do think this person does, now, when I say this, everybody's way is going to look different, but I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat it. I do think this person, no, I know they do. They be doing spell work, friend. It might not look like everybody's, like some of them, they could be actively writing a candle. Others of you, it's just the way they think about you. It's just so intense and it's so intentional and it's so much anger. And there's like this obsession behind it. Like they think about you so much that it emits this energy, you know? What they got going on out there? I'm sorry, y'all. Give me 1 second. Okay, my bad. But, you know what's so strange, friend? Okay, I don't know. I feel like this person, they actively try to, oh, this person's crazy. They actively try to, like, manifest you. Like, I'm literally seeing that with this card where it's like they literally, this person feels like if they, oh my gosh, girl, this is giving cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. All right, just a little bit, especially with that 7 of Cups there. This person could struggle. Like they might have some type of, and I'm not judging, but they could have some type of mood disorder. They could, okay? Something that's undiagnosed. I'm not really sure. But this person, that remote viewer is really, really intense right now. Especially with that 9 of Cups and this 7 of Cups. And looking at that 9 of Cups and this, with this energy that we're picking up on, it just gives me this very self-absorbed, and I'm not going to necessarily call this person a narcissist, even though I feel like they're like, they have a disdain. I don't know if it would necessarily be called that. Because this doesn't, I don't know if they're like this with everybody. It just feels, this is very focused on you specifically. This is about you. There's like an anger towards you. It's like you are the issue for them. Okay. You guys could have very different political views as well. Maybe you took a stance on something. Who is this person? What's their name? The name Bridget just came through. We have Samaya. I'm only using those for the name. It says, I'm leaving them for you. We have Spike, heavy on that S. You're so cold, the silence is killing me. What's their name? One more. Oh, girl, we got triple S, friend. Sophia, Spike, and Samaya. Girl, I ain't about to play. At the bottom of the deck, we have Angelica. Top of the deck, we have Serena. So this person's name could start with an A or an S, all right? They're like heavily, that's what's so weird about them. They are so weird. Okay, this person could think about you when they smoke, because I just got the strong urge to want to smoke. It's like they want you around. Like they want to like, I don't know, friend. It's so weird. This person's obsessed. That's the best way I could describe it. Because like I almost get this like teleport pile 2 to be. Okay, very, very strange. They're strange. And they just killed my battery. Ugh. Okay, why is this person so obsessed with my pile 2? Why is this person so obsessed? Great achievement. I knew that. Because you're the shit. Hidden motivations. Okay, they always had hidden motivations. This person always had hidden intentions. Something here, you might have sniffed it out, or it just started to show itself to you more and more as you started to achieve. Like, I don't know, something here, it like revealed its hand, okay? Damn, I hate that my camera's dying because I really want to spill the tea. Ugh. And it's like, okay, that's what's weird. You could have committed to something or somebody else, which is, this would be weird. This is going to be weird if this is a friend. You see what I'm saying? Because why are you so concerned if pile 2 is committed to somebody else romantically? Or maybe they're jealous about your friendships. And something in their life is lacking. Yeah, this person might have looked at you or looked to you. There's just a heavy enmeshment, friend. And there's like a leaning on you, and I don't know. There's like an embedment. Like they're embedded in there, or they try to be. And now it's like with you gone, something else left with you. It could have been the abundance. I don't know. But there's so much. They're so focused on you. It's kind of nasty. Okay, so that's the tea, friend. I need to go charge my battery. Okay, please let me know how it resonates, and I will see you guys down below in the comments. Okay. Pile 3. Your energy is actually very interesting. I'm gonna pull everything just live on camera. So, intuitively, friend, I feel like the tea on you, because let me tell you how this has been happening, like what's been coming through. For each pile, I've been, like how I've been like moving through the energy is I'll tell them based off of your energy and what I'm feeling, these are the type of pick a cards that I feel like go with this energy. Okay, for y'all specifically, the pick a card that would really sum up the tea right now on you is like, what are they realizing about you, or what are people realizing about you? So I don't know if there was some sudden, I don't know, friend, I don't want to make it real dramatic, but the tea on you is there's a realization happening. You're being looked at differently. I do think there could be a specific person looking at you differently. Let me get that out the way. Okay. Who specifically, what do they look like? Let me see. Let me look. Let this be who it is, Okay, what they look like. Okay. Who it is, and what they look like. All right. Who is this person? Okay, whoever this is, they're very attractive. Okay, heavy on the attractive. This person could be an Aries or a Pisces. You guys could go to school together. I feel like, I think you guys have each other on social media, friend. This feels like it's close proximity, okay? In some way, shape, or form, either you have them on social media. This could even be about your social media. I don't know if you recently posted something. This could even be about how talented and how attractive you are, friend. Friend, what you got going on? Whoever this is, though, they're very attractive. Like, they're coming up very Libra Taurus-esque, very Venus. All right, so they could be attractive to most people, even charming. So, girl, oh my gosh, now I'm getting who has their eye on you. First of all, who am I speaking to? Okay, I won't be able to get everybody, but let me see. Who am I talking to? You could be a Sagittarius. Oh yeah, okay, friend, real quick. You see how this 7th house and this 3rd house keeps coming out? Friend. I don't know. I'm getting a school setting. I'm also getting some of you guys put something out online recently, and my phone just went off, that could be connected to your artistic gifts. I'm also getting someone here. You could be an Amazon driver because my Flex app just started buzzing. You could have just gotten some type of no, I don't know if you would have necessarily got a promotion or if you're already in a certain role, especially for my military people. Friend, let me just tell you something. Because there's a person specifically coming through, but then I'm also seeing some other people. So the tea on you is you are looking like, I don't want to be dramatic, friend, but you really are looking like girlfriend, boyfriend material, husband, wife material. It's giving like, I would love to be in a relationship with them, or it's giving like, because I don't want to be too over the top with it, but for real, friend. Like, this is giving like, wow. I might want to take them on a date. Or wow, like we could actually be like, go the distance. Like, this could actually be the one. They could actually be like, I could actually see them being my girlfriend. I could actually see them being my boyfriend. I could actually see them being my husband, my wife, living with them. So I don't know where you fall in this. Some of you guys already have a certain person that you're dealing with and it's been progressing in a certain way, but I don't think this is just one person looking at you like this, friend. 444 was just on the clock. Yeah, I don't think this is one person. So the T on you is, first of all, you're coming through as very disciplined. I'm getting someone who's very structured. You could be conquering a lot when it comes to work goals, okay? This is giving me some shark energy, okay? I'm also seeing someone who has been very bold with their art, or they're bold with something that they do online. Even if you're not like a YouTuber or a blogger, vlogger, whatever, a book writer, poem writer, doesn't matter. This feels like whatever it is that you've been doing, like there's like an online presence, or you've been making your presence known online. Maybe your posts have been more aesthetically pleasing. Maybe, I don't know, it just feels like there's personality regarding like what you post online, how you post it online, the organizational skills. Someone here, you do promotion flyers, or you do some type of, I don't know why that just came up, glitch work, but it's not coming through as glitch work. I think that just came out weird. It's like, because now I'm seeing my cousin and he does graphic design. So I don't know. But I also feel like, I don't know what this is about, friend, but I have to be honest. Your focus, because are some of y'all in school? Then I'm seeing like TikTok dances, and then I'm seeing K-pop. Girl, that'd be crazy if y'all are already taken. Regardless of the fact, friend, it doesn't matter. You are looking very delectable, okay? But it's not even just giving like, damn, Pile 3 looks sexy. It's not even giving that. It's very respectful. It's just giving like proposal. I'm not even trying to French you, friend. I don't know. Have you changed up, like, and this feels like it's connected to how you take care of yourself, your discipline, how you've progressed, what you're learning, how you travel, how you move. There's like a free spirit energy, but there's also like a groundedness about you. Damn. Okay, so let's see. What is the T on Pile 3? What is the T on Pile 3? This happened with Pile 1. So you have the Sun and the Audacity. Exactly. Exactly. The Sun and the Audacity. Come on, Fred. I feel like that falls in line with what I was just talking about. The Sun and the Audacity. I think I want to read. I haven't done that for the other groups. Oh, my back. Not the yawn. Okay, some of you guys just woke up, or you could be a little tired. It's been a long day. Oh, this is that group. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go there. Oh, damn. Okay, I don't know if it's gonna be for y'all or group 4 if I decide to do a group 4, but I will say there was a message coming through about I don't want to be vulgar, but I don't want to say it, friend. I'm shy. I don't know. Did y'all just give somebody some top, friend? I don't know, friend. I think somebody's shocked at like how you were able to like prove yourself. Whoa, I just got a flash. We're not going there. Like, it's coming through. The T on you is that you give that good da 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 da. It's giving the mouth, friend. It is. It is. Okay, let's see. I just heard, and they're good in business, and they're smart, and they're respectful, and they're, yeah. But it feels like this is being realized. Yeah, there might be some newer people in here that are just finding this out about you, maybe because they're meeting you. Like maybe you had a conversation, and in that conversation, said people were able to just see these attributes about you. But then I'm also seeing like some people that might not have saw this before. Like, hold on, okay? It says, a skeleton rose into the serene rainbow-filled sky, announcing his presence. Your bright, sunshiny day has been suddenly and unabashedly disturbed by the ultimate storm cloud. Just when you thought it was safe to smell the roses, the utter audacity of someone or something is coming to rain on your parade. This is the ultimate wake-up call card, the card to end all cards. Give the boot to cheaters, users, coach surfers, energy vampires, fair weather friends, toxic bosses, and last week's rotten produce that has the audacity to mold. So that could actually sum up some of these people. Like, especially if I've named some of the signs of some people that you would look at as cheaters, users, coach surfers, energy vampires, fair weather friends, toxic energy. Okay? Okay, it's giving. And this came out kind of, it's a little different than pile one, but y'all are definitely giving, wow. That's the tea on you, friend. The tea on you is giving, wow. But it just feels like it wasn't noticed before. It just feels like it wasn't noticed before. So you could even have a new set of friends, or you could just be doing a lot of new things, being very authentic with your energy, or just maybe you gained some newfound confidence. You could have just took a selfie. I'm seeing like dancing, partying, out with other people, just vibing. Like, I don't know, you could have been sheltered at a point in time. I don't know. It just feels like I'm coming out. What's the words? I want the world to know. It's giving. It's like a bright energy. Not everybody can be around. Not everybody is around. But I don't even think you care about that. It just seems like you're having fun. So there could be some people looking on from your past like, damn, they're really having fun. Like, I didn't even know. Like, I don't know how this would like compute, because I don't want to put thoughts in their mind, you know, but it is coming through as like something about how you're behaving has them, I wouldn't say perplexed, but the eyes are open. See that eye and how it's open? So I don't know. That makes me question, like, maybe a lot of people haven't seen this side of you, but maybe this side of you was always there, but people didn't give you a chance. Or maybe for real, you were just super shy at a point in time, and now you're, you know, you're in your element. Oh my gosh, and I'm thinking about, one of my girls back home. And she was very sheltered, and she's married now and everything. She's Black and Puerto Rican, and then her husband is, I believe, I don't want to misspeak, but he is Asian. And oh my gosh, my girl be stunting with the K-pop, doing the whole shebang, dancing, just very vibrant, very bold, very like moving around, just, you know, doing her, okay? So, and I always thought she was T. But I don't know, there could be an energy like that. Like maybe certain people are not used to seeing you a certain way, okay? These people specifically, okay? And it just has them like, whoa, okay? Some of you guys could have also been bullied. I don't know, this does feel like glow up energy, you know? We don't got to go too far into it, but it does feel like glow up energy. And if y'all did have a tough run for a while, or if you feel like you were a late bloomer, like I could definitely see where you might not be mean, but there could definitely be a vibe here of like, you know, when it comes to the past, or anybody from the past, or anybody that disrespected you or tried to play you, it's just like, you know, it's not even from like just a rude place. It's just, I don't know, we don't gotta go there, friend, because I feel like it'll dampen the energy. But I do feel like some of y'all, when you think of the times that you got bullied or when you were overlooked, it could be kind of sad. Oh, shitting on them, friend. I love that. We love that. Yes, we do. Okay, so let's find the sun. The sun. I need me some water. I'm coming out Dun, 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 dun. And I haven't done this for nobody else, just you. The source of all life. Oh, period. The generator. Some of you guys could be generators. The Father, the marker of a new day. This is giving, it's a dawn, it's a new day. It's also, I just saw a flash of this dollar bill, which I don't even know where it's at. When I moved, I probably left it in that freaking apartment. Ugh. I used to have a dollar that said Carpe Diem. My dollar, I hope I have it. That's like a, you know, but maybe I'll just find another dollar and stamp it, but it won't be the same. And that's the thing with you, it's not the same. So there could be some people very much so missing your presence. I do feel like somebody that was friends with you, friend, could have bullied you. Whether it was like a soft bullying, it doesn't matter, because they were a friend, so they shouldn't have did that. Even if it was just because maybe they didn't want to face the fierceness from a certain group, so they joined in and kind of cast you out. Maybe they didn't call you names, but they could have, you know, like left you out of certain things because it was cool. I'm getting that type of vibe. This is another pile where it just gives this childish ass energy. So the tea on you is that you just don't give a fuck no more. You have new friends. You're actually a vibe. You're actually a good time. So if anybody called you a lame, it was a lie. People are feeling stupid if they listen to that. But also outside of all that negativity, I just feel like the tea on you is like, you really know how to have fun. Okay? And people just might not be used to that because you might not have showed this side of you, you know? But you know how to have fun, friend. Who are these people regretting or thinking back and reminiscing about how they bullied you or treated you? Someone's name is Cassie here. Oh, wow. Oh. Okay, we have Scorpio. We have Aquarius. We have Virgo. Second house. I don't like this. Every time I get this fourth house and this second house, I feel like these could have been people that you roomed with. Of course, you know, when we think the fourth house, we do think of a mother. But I more so am getting like close proximity. Like we lived together. I called you my sister. It just feels like, hate it, friend. I'm getting that. But it could have been a parental figure, an older sister for some of you. I feel like whoever this is, they were a strong, you might not have known it and they might not have known it, but when you look back at it, like a lot of your self-esteem, I don't want to say it depended on them, but like it did matter. It mattered how they felt about you, or it mattered what they thought about you at that time. But I don't think it matters anymore, friend. This person could have a very nice singing voice. They could have bigger boobs. Some of you guys could have been made fun of. I am getting this vibe of like a late bloomer. I just don't know how that late bloomer comes, because some of you guys could have barely had a chest, or you could have had a really big boobs and maybe someone made you feel some type of way about that. But regardless of the fact, I feel like you have accepted your quirkiness and you have really came into your own. 17 on the clock, friend. You look the fuck good. Period. All right. Let me see who's missing you. Which one of your exes is missing you? It's coming through. What's their name for pile 3? I just heard the name Daniel. Oh my gosh, I'm on point. David, please answer me. I have to talk to you. We also have Peter. It hurts seeing you love someone else. Yeah, you could be in a happy relationship too. I also feel like the tea on you, some of you guys could be in same sex. I don't know, it just feels like a very authentic, I just do me, I'm bold with it, I don't care what anybody thinks. So for some of you guys, it could be related to sexuality or just how you express yourself, okay? Period. And then we have Vincent. I can't stop thinking about you. So an ex with the name of D, V, or P. I am getting like first name. And for that P, first, middle, or last. All right. So what's the T? I don't know why I'm feeling the need to come to this deck. Let's see. What's the T? I'm almost apprehensive of using it. What's the T on my pile 3? Oh, a naughty secret. Friend, somebody is very surprised at either friend. I feel like you really showed yourself. You really showed like I'm not the one to play with, okay? Tucked away who, or shy who? Yeah, I'm shy, but don't think that I can't, you know, you know, bring that in the bedroom, okay? I just feel like you were underestimated, but not like how we talk about like underestimated, like someone just thought you weren't gonna be shit. I just feel like you were overlooked at a point in time. Or somebody could have thought you were too goody two shoes or goody two shoes. I don't know, friend. It's getting spicy, friend. It's getting spicy. Look at this. Celebrating quietly. Mum's the word. No, that's what I'm saying, friend. This is giving me, people are really starting to notice just how fun you are. Like, you have this spirit about you. I don't know what it is that you do, but how it's affecting people's mental space, it just really has them wanting to be around you. I'm not saying that you want to be around them, okay? I'm not even saying that, because some of you guys, you could be posting, but that doesn't mean that you're around a bunch of people. You just have a personality. Like, you know how sometimes people can grow up, like, you know, this gives me Lady Gaga. Didn't she talk about how people used to, like, you know, view her a certain way? But I'm almost positive if certain people were to see her now and just what she does and how she expresses herself and then how she's loved for it, there could be some people like, damn, like, I wish I would have experienced her differently, or I wish I would have gave her a chance. I don't know. There's something like that here. You just seem to be very fun. So, I don't think you were a late bloomer. I think the world was a late bloomer for you. Like, I don't think you were behind. I think the world was behind. And they're catching up, okay? That's what it's giving me. So you could actually be noticing that a lot of the things that people might have thought was weird that you used to do is actually a trend now. Or there's just something where if you were to look back at it, friend, you're like, I know you've said it to yourself. I know this pile has to have said it to themselves. They're like, that's so crazy that people are so into this now. I remember back in the day when this was like a cringe, like this was cringy to do. Or like this was not accepted. It's so crazy. And I feel like it helps you to, or I hope it does, I hope it puts you in that perspective on like why you should just not give a fuck. I mean, we all have our moments, but why you shouldn't even worry about these rules and regulations, just because look at how things have changed and look at how the perspectives change, and it's like you just shouldn't care. And I feel like that's what people are noticing about you. What else? Okay, this might be negative. I knew it. Okay, somebody here, you could have PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. Well, I don't want to say that's negative, but that's another thing. Okay, maybe you've made yourself or brought yourself out of a tough situation, or that's what I'm saying. Did y'all ever have a moment, because now we're switching into a different storyline. Have y'all ever had a moment where maybe there was a certain time in life where things were just tragic? Okay, they fell into this category. And me being someone that struggles with this myself, you know, it can cause a ripple effect of behaviors, all right, especially with people, places, and things around you. You might even start to isolate. It could cause a lot of different things, all right? So I feel like whoever was around during whatever this is, okay, to see you now and to see what you're doing now and to see just, I don't know, I'm almost seeing like people be able to see your personality. So this is making me think that people may have misjudged you. For those of you where you could have, and this might be a very isolated situation that I'm talking about, because that first stuff that I was talking about, it feels in general, right? But this feels like maybe, let's say there was a very traumatic situation that happened during, I don't know, 2024, okay? And these are the people that were around during 2024. Maybe that was a workspace, an office, whatever, okay? Those people, it's like this would be their perspective looking at you like, wow. I don't know why I keep getting that. There's just this like, wow, they're actually really fun, or wow, they really have a nice personality, or like, wow, they're actually really nice, kind, or wow, they're really goofy. Like, I also am picking up on with that PTSD. Some of you guys are very vocal about a specific cause, like you're an advocator, okay? And I don't know why that's coming through, but there could be like a spiciness with that. Or maybe it's just interesting. Like, I feel like your life is kind of interesting because people are looking at you now and it's like, wow, they do that. It's almost giving me that Regina George, but without the mean. It's like, well, Regina George does that. If she wants to cut holes in her shirt, I'm going to do that too. But it's just not mean though, not on your end. So let's see. Who is looking at you differently? Who is having this big realization? I feel like it's in general, you guys, but let's see who specifically. Oh man. So we have the Page of Cups, an old crush. I feel like there was someone that you were super obsessed with, friend, or there was someone that you used to try to talk to. Because I just went straight back to like kindergarten, preschool. And when you think of like those movies where the little girl might go up to the little boy like, hey, do you want to play with me? And he's like, no. And then he like kicks her or something and runs away. I don't know why this just gave me that, but it did. So look at this. Aw, some of you guys were like loners back in the day. And then this just gave me like a robot geek type of vibes. I don't know why that just came to me. But we have the 9 of Pentacles, the 10 of Swords, and then we also have the Page of Cups. Okay, so again, going back to that friend, I don't know who that is. I don't want to give them too much airtime, but I do feel like there was a friend that you guys used to have, and you guys might have been a long-term friend, and it might have took you a long time to like kind of pick up on this. And I don't know, maybe they weren't like this all the time, and I just got this urge to want a Red Bull. I don't know. Somebody here was like mean. Like, I feel like you guys might have had that. Like, you ever see those movies? I keep going back to movies as references where it would be like that one girl and there's like that mean friend that's like a best friend, but they're mean. And like when you're watching the movie, you just want to yell like, Sarah, Sarah, that is not your friend. That is not your friend. Brianna, that is not your friend. That'd be so funny if that's somebody's name. Oh my gosh, you said my name. But for real. Yeah, I'm getting like a work office because some of these people feel like great characters, but maybe, I don't know, it doesn't feel super nefarious, but I'm getting like a certain location. So I don't know if they were privy to some of the things that were happening, and then I'm getting this other person that's kind of like it is bringing me back to the military. Ugh. See, you'd have to be in the military probably to understand, or I would have to try to make some type of connection in like the corporate world. This gives me like that, like a certain community where there's a multitude of different workers that might be in different departments, but some of them might know each other. So some of them could be privy to certain information, but there's like that one person that could be like the head where they kind of are more embedded in each of the departments. Like, I wouldn't say the supervisor, it feels like higher than that. Like this would be, how's this? This is almost giving me like a flight chief. I don't know. There's like this woman here that I feel like was stirring the pot, literally, with that 10 of Swords. And they could talk about that. This can talk about that. Spell work, things like that, black magic. But I was getting more so like someone could have been distorting. And I don't know if you were necessarily just the target, but I do feel like you could have been looked at as a weaker link, or, yeah, what was their problem with you, actually? They could have just been a bully. And I told you I was picking up on that. There's just like a bully energy here. So I don't know. You guys might have stories like that where, I don't know. Because when I feel like there's this gentle, like soft kind of energy. But I don't know. I feel like that might have been picked up or exploited. What was this person's problem? Ew. They were a bitch. Oh, we got the 4 of Wands. And we have the 8 of Wands. Okay. For those of you, I'm in somebody's business. Some of you were, okay. I don't know what this person's problem is for real, because it really still doesn't make sense to me, but I've met people like this. So I don't know if I don't know what the root issue of it is. Some people just be nosy and just miserable, or they just do shit. There's a lack of self-awareness, you know, it just happens, right? But I feel like there's all this emphasis about what you're getting from somebody else. So let's say if this is in a work environment, maybe there was another employee that was nice to you, or a group of employees that catered to you or nice to you, or they babied you even if you didn't ask for it. I just feel like there is this energy of like wanting to like take you under their wing. And this person didn't like that. And I don't know if it's necessarily just a you thing. It just feels like if this is a woman, they could have a certain perspective on, I don't know, they could be very masculine. I don't know what their problem is for real. This just feels like that. This literally feels like that woman boss who, for whatever reason, if they see other male workers or other people, period, it does feel very men-like. But it could just look like that because of like how big these people are, or these animals, or whatever they are, girl, in this wand's energy. But I feel like there are certain people that will, like they're a lot more gentler with you. I don't even know if they baby you. It just feels like, okay, to this individual, they coddle you. Like they coddle you. So she feels like, or this Ten of Swords figure, he or she, they feel like they have to step in and make sure that you're not, I don't know what their problem is, but they feel like you're coddled. So I don't know, it makes you a target to them. Like they want to kind of burst that. Or this is what would have happened. Fuck them, Fred. That's what it's coming through as. Ew. That was nasty. I didn't want that to, it just kind of, I don't know. It just took me down a little spiral. I've met people like that. So let me pause this really quick. All right, my bad, friend. It's funny that stopped right when I was about to tell y'all this little story. But let me just tell y'all, okay? And then we're just gonna end it. This is triggering. This is reminding me of like the Six of Swords. Oh, this is reminding me of the military, bro. Too much. Let me just tell you this, okay? I feel like I could be talking to someone who things just worked out for you within a specific location. Because this is reminding me of when like I was removed from my main job and like kind of put in a different area, but it was for my mental health. Okay, it was for that. So I don't know, like if y'all, like for example, without getting too confusing, because I know not everybody's in the military. Let's say you made certain complaints at your job, okay? And you might have been the only person that spoke up about these complaints, or maybe you were the only person for whatever reason, because God's favor, okay? Where it's like, not only did you make those complaints and you brought it to someone's attention, but you also got what you wanted. Like someone also came in and offered you to move locations, or to move departments, or to move desks. I don't know, it feels like something here, especially with this Ten of Pentacles, the oh my gosh, Fred, I'm cracking up. I keep losing this clip. Not losing it, but like it keeps stopping. And I keep having to like delete certain clips so that I can like create storage. So I don't know. Maybe that message isn't meant to be heard, but all I'm gonna say is this. Some things seem to have worked out for you. Either y'all were able to change departments, or something here, it works out, because I keep getting all these cards about being like abducted, removed from a place. Some of you guys, maybe there could have been this big shift within a specific job where it's like everybody left. Because I'm almost seeing like somebody branch off from a specific company. They branch off, maybe they start their own practice, and then they start to recruit workers, and then all those people go over there. There's something here like that. There's like a recruit, like we recruit, or all I'm going to say is this, Fred. I don't know what this is, but it seems like you were able to either remove yourself or be removed, initiate a move, or put yourself in a better position. Okay. And maybe people thought, I don't know, there's something here about like even as I'm talking about it, it seems to be very like stuck. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, it's like I'm trying to tell you the story that I'm seeing, but it's like stuck. So maybe someone's shocked. I don't know. Did you guys start something new? Did you start a business? Did you, like, are you successful somewhere else? Maybe they thought you weren't going to be successful outside of this position. I don't know. I feel like, without going too far into the darkness, because you guys are the sun, so we're going to keep it bright. I do feel like someone here might have tried to cast a shadow and put you in a box and limit who you were based off of whatever was going on during a specific time. But with this Ten of Pentacles, this Hangman, this Page of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords, like, I can't help but to look and think of relocating, safe travels, calmer waters, movement to a better position, a new start that leads to wealth, or there's other commitments here that end up, you know, panning out well. There's something like that here. So I feel like whoever that is, their jaw is like agape. Okay, like, you know, they got to pick it up. Okay, and there's also, I don't know, they might be getting dealt with, friend. Let me see, who's getting karma for how they treated you? I feel like the karma could be how they, whatever is going on here, that it's so funny, friend. Because with this group, I'm strictly being told not to go too far into the backstory. Okay, so it could be triggering for you guys, for real, for real. And y'all know I'll do it, but when I feel like it's like, nah, I don't. So there could be a Leo, a Taurus, heavy on that Taurus. Okay, so we have a Leo, we have Leo energy, Taurus energy. There could have been some deep betrayal. Something about this feels like it strongly hit your self-worth and how you viewed yourself. Not to say that we want to put everything on somebody else, but specifically. And I think a part of their karma is to see you glow. I don't want to say don't judge a book by its cover, but I'm getting some weird energy. Like, it does give bully. But maybe you were the one, like, you gave ugly duckling. But no, not at all. Not at all. There's like a redirection here of like, you were wrong. I don't know what that's about though. Yeah. So yes, you guys, and Florida just came through. That just made me think of that. Got a rebuke. So yes, you guys, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the comments. Okay, what's up, pile 4? Someone here is a receptionist. Someone here has a skincare line, or they're very big into skincare. Someone here is on their 100th rebrand, friend. Okay, and that's the thing. So we have the Empress. Yeah, friend. The tea on you, dang, I don't know why that's coming through. Wait, because now it's taking a turn. But no, the tea on you, friend, I feel like oh my gosh. All right, let me get this out the way. I could be picking up on a recent conversation. Did y'all have to tell somebody like to kind of stay out of your business when it comes to like your children? I don't know if it's because of what I was just watching, because girl, they is tearing Krishan up. They're tearing her up, friend. But I don't know. I do feel a little bit of like heaviness, but I'm not saying it's true in regards to y'all. But I wonder if y'all recently had to let somebody know, okay, maybe that's the tea. The tea on you is, it's like you don't need nobody else's opinion or advice around how to be a mother, be a parent, how to run your business, how to... Yes, because I could even look at this baby as like, what's your baby? What is your, like, what are you passionate about? Okay, for some of you guys, that's you. You're the baby. Like, you're birthing a new self for you. So it's like, there could be a lot of people that have opinions. And let me tell you, okay, I just recently went down the rabbit hole of unsolicited advice, not realizing that there's certain things that I feel like a lot of people don't think about and say, oh, shoot, that's unsolicited advice. But it is, friends. So I don't know. You could have had to check somebody on that. I don't know. Or like you could have had to tell somebody like, hey, I don't need that advice. Or maybe you ignored them. Okay. One thing I will say about you guys, though, the tea about y'all, what I was primarily getting 222 on the clock, friend, you are standing out. Okay. You are definitely making sure that you stand out from the rest. So I don't know what it is that you do. I don't know what it is that you partake in, but there is this very, I'm going to make sure that I'm stamped on it. Like, it's recognized. Like, you know how there's certain things where, I don't know, like, this feels like your brand. Like, whatever you are, I'm not saying that you have a product. Some of you guys do, though. Like, you're like, yeah, P, like, I'm an entrepreneur. But this feels like, how do you brand yourself? Or like, how are you showing up? This could have to do with your style. Like, I'm just getting that. Maybe you're rebranding, but you're making sure that it's you. All right. And for those of you who do sell products, there's something here where it's like, Like, I don't know, like when people watch my videos, like I don't know if I have something like that, but maybe if they see the pointer. No, because I feel like I'm like so sporadic with stuff. Like I switch stuff up so much. I don't know. Y'all got to tell me down below. Like, I don't know if there's something where you don't have to see the camera, but you can listen and be like, okay, that's P. Like I already know who that is. That's Paige. There's something like that with y'all. Like it's like, oh, I already know who that is, or I already know that what that product or who made that product. Like there's something very tailored, and it seems like it's coming from something that you're making. Outside of that, I feel like you guys are just making sure that you stand out. All right, friend. Okay. I am seeing a competitive, it feels like a group. There's a competitive group here. First, there was a competitor, okay? So let me tell you what I've been doing with each group. With each group, I've been like, how I've been moving through the energy is I'm like, okay, whatever group I'm in, what is a tarot pick a card? Like what's a pick a card that would like summarize this person's like energy or like the flavor that they're carrying? And right now this is giving me who is intimidated by you, okay, 4 for 4 on the clock, who is competing with you, possibly why do people see you as threats, why are you so threatening? Like that's kind of what this is giving. But it's also giving, why are you admired? Okay, how do you motivate people? Those are some of the topics that I could see for this group. So one, I'm just gonna flat out say it, there is a competitor here. Someone, yeah, they feel competitive, and it feels like it's business related. All right, so for the rest of y'all, that other situation I'm picking up on is like there's like 3 people involved, and they're not necessarily, well, they could be competing in the workplace, but it more so is coming through as, I ain't gonna lie, no offense to my fellas, I mean, it still could apply, but this feels like some catty stuff between women where it's like there could be a group of 3 women that maybe, I don't know, it's like you don't really talk. They're taking something personal here about you not talking, or just about you showing up like this. Like, think about it. Could you imagine her showing up to her job just like that? That's given like I own the room. So someone's annoyed, but I feel like the only reason why it's annoying is because maybe they tried to make an advance towards you, or maybe they tried to talk to you. Maybe they tried to usher you over to come sit with them. Like, oh my gosh, it's giving Mean Girls. Where it's like if someone was to ask you like, hey, do you want to come sit with us? And you're like, oh no, it's okay. Like, I'm fine. And maybe you didn't mean nothing like by it. You could have just wanted to be by yourself. But boom, right there. Problem. It's a problem. Now it's like, who she thinks she is? Or it starts to create that side eye. Oh gosh, so annoying. So who is this competitor? I told you, friend, look at that. Just so you know, I ain't lying. The 10th house. Do you see it? 10th house. This person could be a big dog too. This does feel like it's in career. Okay, I need a little bit more. Who is this person that's competing with Pile for? Who is this person? This person could be a... So this is the thing. This didn't fall out, but I'm going to take it because it's the first card that I saw. It flipped over though. But there's a couple cards flipped over. So this person could be a Gemini. All right. They could do something with communications. This person could also be online. I feel like whatever this is though, let's just call a spade, friend. Whatever it is that you do for work, this would be somebody that does the same thing. And I feel like I'm specifically talking to my entrepreneurs specifically. And it feels like someone that does something similar to you. Like if you're a nail tech, they're a nail tech. But it feels like you own your own business or you're established. If you're a hairstylist, they're a hairstylist. If you're an influencer, which, you know, everybody want to be an influencer these days. But I don't know, this could be like the other person in the city that also does influencing. If you're a party promoter, they're a party promoter. Like it gives that. Like it's very similar. Who is this person? Let it fall out the deck. Ooh. Feminine energy. Well, we knew that. Who's this person? Fleeting. Okay. You might not be around this person. Yeah, see, you come across this person fleetingly, but I feel like for those of you where this is an in-person type of thing, where it would make sense, like y'all have seen each other in person, I feel like it's been fleeting. It's been like at an event where maybe there's some type of event honoring, I don't know, all hairstylists in the city, or there's some type of convention. I feel like that's when y'all would see each other, if there's like an event. And there'll be like a hey, I'm seeing that, like a hi. It's very professional, but yeah, they have an issue. Or they're just like competing. Let me see how deep it goes. This is the tea on you, friend. So you got somebody, shifting in their seats. You're very intuitive. Okay, that's something that they want to know. That's what it was. Whoever this is, well, one, I feel like people in general, the tea on you, friend, is a lot of people want to know what your recipe is. And that could be literal for some of you, but for others of you, it's just like, how do you know? I'm hearing, how does she know? How does he know to do that? How does he know to just put that together and wear that? How does he know how to, I don't know, speak like that in order to make more sales? Like I'm getting that too. Like someone could be a car salesman, all right, or a mechanic, and maybe people, I don't know. And that's another thing. See, you might not even own the business, but let's say, because I'm seeing two masculine energies that could be mechanics. But it's something about the mouthpiece, friend. So yeah, you might not own a business, but you work at a place and people like what you have to say, or you can persuade people. So you could just catch somebody and they might ask like, oh, I was wondering, you know, I don't know, there's something here about you swaying the audience, swaying the opinion, and it leads somebody in your direction or where you work in comparison to this other person. So I don't know, is there anybody that you could possibly be around where, and y'all might even be kind of cool in that situation, but they feel like you can sometimes go against their business? How can I say this? That's like if I had a friend that I knew owned their own car shop, okay? Like they own their own like auto shop, but I work at Valvoline, and maybe my friend is not the first person I thought of, you know, when a customer is just randomly talking to me at the store and they're like, yeah, I've been looking for a place to go, you know, get my some car maintenance. And, you know, it's like, you know, maybe I get some type of commission. So, of course, the first thing that pops up in my mind is, oh, yeah, well, you know, I work at Valvoline. So you should come by. And it's like, oh, okay, you know, or something like that. And it's like, that in itself would be a slight to this other person. Because again, it's like it's taking away from their business, but it's also like, the fuck? You know what I mean? So, who is, so that original person, who is this person that's competing with? Give me 2 cards. Who's competing with Power 4? Ooh. Short term. All right, so you see how all these keep coming out? So this is really trying to clarify a situation. Some of you guys, for those of you that have like locations, I don't know, I don't think this person can keep up with you. Because with that short term, this feels like someone that tried to come in and be in a certain position, but they didn't last. This reminds me of if someone, let's say you have a spiritual shop, they also started a spiritual shop on the same street, and it was competition, but their shop isn't there no more. There's something here like that. So for that might be like some clarity, or that might clarify someone. That might clarify something for someone here. You could have felt uneasy talking to this person, or just awkward. Let me see, who is this individual? Okay, give me one more. I asked for 2, so yes. Okay, look at this. All these came out. Look at this, friend. And I'm gonna take them. These all came out. I only asked for 2, but look. Friend, acquaintance, or coworker. So friend, acquaintance, or coworker, and I feel like we touched on that. Coming in to nurture and support. This could be someone that comes in. This could be someone that tries to come in and give advice. You gotta watch them. You gotta watch them. We have new connection. And look at this. We have Capricorn. This person has to be a Capricorn. Let me tell you why. Because out of all of these cards, you know how many cards are in this deck. Anybody that has this deck or has seen this deck, you know how many cards are in here that have actual zodiac signs. So for that to finally come out, so this could be a Capricorn. December 22nd to January 19th. Strengths: ambitious, responsible, independent. Weaknesses: pessimistic, condescending, and pretentious. Then we have long term. That's funny. There's a comparison here. Dang. That is interesting. Hold on, let me see. What does this person's name start with? What does this person's name start with? What does this person's name start with? Jack. So we have Jack. So the letter J. What does this person's name start with? We have Matt. The letter M. What? And look at that. Your jealousy smothered me. What does this person's name start with? Spike. The letter S. So S, J, and M. Let me see if there's any repetitive. We also have at the bottom of the deck the letter A, and at the top of the deck the letter L. But I only really take those if something is repeating. So, okay. Let me see what their issue is. Sorry, y'all, it's late. You can probably hear my voice, but I still have like energy. I know I'm yawning, but I still have like, you know how your eyes are still awake? My eyes are still awake. So we're gonna keep this going until they don't feel awake no more. All right. Okay. Who is this person that is competing with Pile 4? Who is this person? What's the T? The Loch Ness Monster. This person's name could be Nessie. Where's the Loch Ness Monster even significant? This person could be from Europe. Is it Europe? Is it England? I don't know. I could be wrong, girl. Anyway, we have the number 14, the Loch Ness Monster. We also have the Hunter of Saucers. I have to check. That's something, the Pentacles, something Pentacles. And then we have 20, the Men in Black. Okay. Is this something that they need to be concerned about? I feel like, let me see. 8 of Cups. The Puka and the Sirius. I don't think so. I mean, I would still just be smart. Because with this Star card and this Puka, the Lovers, there's something here that's just meant to happen for you. Okay, for those of you that have a business or you own, it's just meant to happen. All right, I feel like the only way this could become a problem is if you make it a problem. All right, if that makes sense. Let me look what that one card is, because it feels like, see, whatever your success is connected to, it feels like it's something that's very authentic. Like it can't be duplicated. Like it's very you. So I don't think it could be really stolen. I don't know. And you guys could be like how I see myself. Like I feel like even if you, like, I love to be inspired. Like I can pull inspiration from almost anything. But if you left me in a room with no inspiration, I couldn't see nothing of what anybody else was doing, I feel like my mind would be able to create something. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like some of you guys have that energy where it's like, you know, even if someone did try to steal something, derail something, there would be something else. Like it would be regenerated because it's just naturally you. Like you could be naturally creative. Okay. So let me see what this is, girl. Y'all know I don't be knowing my Roman numerals. Is that, let me find out. Hold on. I don't think that's what I think it is. 14 is not temperance, is it? That'd be so funny. It is. Okay, so we have Sagittarius, so we have Temperance. What is all this energy about? Either this person is a teacher possibly, or they could be older than you. That's been coming through a lot. Like these older individuals hating on my... No offense if you're the older one, but for real, it's been coming through. I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? Hunter of Saucers. That'd be the worst, especially when you go into a new job and I don't know, like this happened to me a lot, especially at like fast food restaurants. Maybe not a lot, but it's happened before where, I don't know, some of them older ones don't let you come in. Like, I'm talking about those older ones that have been there for a long time, and that's probably where they're gonna stay. Like, they're there, all right? And it'd be an issue if you start moving up in the ranks, or if you start, I don't know, I can't explain it, but somebody's gonna know what I'm talking about. I've had it happen as at DirecTV. Oh my gosh, this older ass man. He had to be like, he was like grandpa. And my sales have nothing to do with your sales, but I could, let me tell you something. That's what I could sell, honey. I could sell. That's one thing. I used to make bank in that job at VXI Global Solutions, selling DirecTV. And he would just be starting stuff. And I feel like it was because he was a top seller. So, I mean, I guess I was starting to become the top seller or just catching up. But my thing is, my sales did not affect his sales. I could understand if maybe it's like, all right, if Paige start getting more sales, then that could actually decrease the amount of money you get. But it doesn't. The fuck? If anything, it's going to make our whole team look good. So there could be something like that here. Some of you guys work on a team. Please. Okay, so that's the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this person, okay, they could be successful, obviously, right? But who this is and who this would be to you, I feel like this person could be older than you. And there's something here about they had a slow start. Again, I am not saying that they're not successful at this point in time, but see, if they wasn't comparing, you see this comparison here with these two people, if they weren't comparing your route or what you're doing to what they got going on or the speed, there's something here that if they weren't doing that, then I don't even think this would be happening. But it's like they're comparing, and it's like they're not comparing from it's almost like, let's say if you are 20 and they're, I don't know, 40, they're comparing what's going on at this time frame. Like, you could even be doing less than them at the job. Like, you're still doing good, but it's just the fact that if they were to go back to when they were 20, they weren't doing half of what you were doing, or they weren't even thinking like that. And that is an issue. You see what I'm saying? It's stupid, but it happens. And then we have that number 20. Is that Judgment? Oh, if that's Judgment, that tells me right there. I don't know. You got them thinking about what they could have been doing, but that might not be. It is feeling on edge, feeling judged or watched. This person feels judged by you, but why? This person, okay, they could feel judged by your movement. And it goes back to what I just said. It's like seeing you young, ambitious, new, or even if it's just, it has nothing to do with age, but it's just a simple fact. And you know what though, friend? This could fall into a multitude of different categories, okay? Because you know what this reminds me of? Because this might not just be age. This could be woman to woman, man to man, okay? Black person to black person, okay? Entrepreneur to entrepreneur. It's like, but it seems like there's a how can I explain this? Like this one time, okay, I was in therapy out in Ocala, and one of the ladies there, like I was so open with my spirituality, and then also just me believing in God and just owning that. And I had my tarot cards. And I think she was so shocked to see I had tarot cards with how I was speaking about God, you know, once it came down to it. And you know, she was trying to speak to me, and I could tell she might not have been trying to do it on purpose, but in the grand scheme of things, like trying to speak fear into me, my beliefs, or just what I was doing, okay? Come to find out, and it was crazy because I just stood in it. And it's almost like I was speaking to her, and I think she could hear it. She's like, oh my gosh, the wisdom, you know what I mean? But I could tell, I seen it in her eye, like that squint. And then she said, I used to be just like you when I was young. And basically she went to this story of like how she always wanted to be a philosopher. Now, some of the stuff that she studied, I won't even put my hands on. But I guess she used to look into a lot of different things. Dang, friend, as soon as I was about to say it, spilling the tea, I had reached my capacity. Dang, I wonder how long this reading is going to be. Because I've been having to delete a lot of clips in order to make sure I have it all on one SD card. But yeah, maybe you guys are like that. There's something very, I don't know. It's like, going back to that story. She was almost like giving me that's basically the evil eye, the stink eye. I see it too, that squint. But then I could see in her face what it is she was sad, you know, that she let people talk her out of studying or pursuing what she wanted to so many years ago. Because, you know, you see somebody standing in that at that same age, and it's like, you know? So I feel like there's something going on here. But again, this could be connected to race. It could be connected to, like, let's say you're, because I just seen literally someone who could be from India here. And I don't know, maybe you're in a location where, I don't know, because there's like a race thing here. Or it's like, how can I explain this? You know the limitations that sometimes society could put on specific people, all right? Minority groups, right? I'm not trying to make this a thing, but for real. I feel like this person would actually fall in that same category. But let's say they just moved a certain way. Like they were very fearful, or they were very, I'm going to fall in line with what everybody else does. But when you came, because I literally saw someone coming to the States. When you came and when you started, you didn't hold back. And I think that's something where they're like the audacity, but it's also like, why didn't I do that? You know, why didn't I own my heritage, or why didn't I own this? That's another thing. Some of you guys like own something, and I think, see, at the deeper root, I feel like this person just wishes they could either have done that, and they regret certain things. But I also feel like this could probably be someone that's super judgmental. Pay attention to some of the stuff that they say, because I feel like they'll be telling on themselves. Because now I'm thinking of Just Hilarious and like the stuff that she would say about Tasha K, but I'm like, I felt like it was coming from a place of like self-hate. There could be something like that here. So that's unfortunate, but that really don't got nothing to do with you. Dang. But this person is definitely comparing your travels, if you will, to their travels. So I'm not going to say that it's this major ass thing, but I guess it can be. Like if you were getting mentored by this person, absolutely not. I wouldn't be getting no mentorship from this individual at all. Okay, it's just not safe because at some point they might try to sabotage you. It's just why. Or if you are gonna be, I don't know. I wouldn't. Let me see. Let me see. What else do they need to know about this? How threatening is this? Oh. Not Capricorn in the 12th house. What you think, friend? Let me look at that. So it could be threatening. I feel like they'll try to sabotage you at some point in time. So this is someone that you just got to keep at a distance, if I'm being honest. In the best way, like the best way you can. Like if some of you guys, Let me see. Let me look at what the hidden enemies are there. Often self-sabotaging, stemming from internalized pressure, extreme fear of failure, or rigid control issues. External enemies may include cold, authoritarian figures, competitive colleagues, or friends who sabotage your career reputation, often operating behind your back through secrecy. Okay, so this is definitely a threat. All right, so I guess this is what I'll tell you. If you know who you're dealing with, then you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you already know who I'm talking about, like, you just got to know how to maneuver around them. All right, I wouldn't be probably sharing vital information with them. I wouldn't be letting them know your next move. Probably wouldn't even be around them. I wouldn't even be gossiping with them. See, if some of you guys are in close proximity, I don't want to make nobody paranoid, but you just got to know. Let me see. Yeah, with this motherfucker right here. See, I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. But nope. Because some of them could try to get in your head. Like that lady tried to do. And then I had to do it Uno reverse. And it probably had her sitting there thinking about what she probably could have been doing, you know? It is what it is. What is Pile 4's advice to handle this energy? Oh, is that the Empress? Shine on, friend. Shine on. Ace of Swords. And we have the Yeti, the Hermit card. Look at that. Whenever you get ideas, oh my gosh, this is giving me Courage the Cowardly Dog. But whenever you get ideas, I don't need you to be, almost said something. Keep it to yourself, friend. Okay, keep it to yourself. When you get these ideas, when you get these downloads, yeah, and this person is always wanting to pick your brain. They want to know what you got going on. They want to know, like, oh my gosh, this is giving someone that's coming off very curious, like they're like, oh, well, what you working on over there, old chap? What you got over there, young buck? They just get up interested. This is so petty. This is petty. Yeah, I would be suspicious of this person, but I also would not share your business ideas. I probably would try not to talk to them, you know. I don't want y'all, because that's one thing. Sometimes when you ice people out completely, it raises the suspicion, but just keep it professional. Just keep it professional, okay? Tell me more. Who is this person that's competing with Pile 4? Yeah, look at that 7th house. Ugh. And we have the 9th house and Sagittarius. I told you, bro. Heavy on that Sag. This feels like someone that could be older than you. Might even be your boss for some of you guys. A mentor. Yeah, I don't know, friend. So if you've been picking up on that specifically where, like, I don't know, like, things just seem a little weird, I would move accordingly. I would move accordingly. Especially if this person's like training you, because it feels like this is someone that you're going to for training. Yeah, and I would just be careful of like sabotage, but don't over, you know, brace yourself, because then you're gonna draw attention to you. But I don't know, friend. That's the tea I'm seeing on you. So what else is the tea before we close? I'm sleepy. My eyes getting sleepy. What's the tea of Pile 4? Oh yeah. Oh, some of you guys just bought a new home, or friend. Those of you that have a job, like in a corporate setting, did you tell somebody that you have a side hustle? Friend, no. Some of you guys told them that you have a home business, or there's something else, and that's probably what started to bring this up. Yeah, there's some shady activity here. But outside of that, I feel like the tea on you is you could have a home business. Some of you guys have a, I don't know, you could be a tarot reader with this Pisces energy. Somebody here, you could make films. There's some type of, hobby. But no, it feels like you get paid for it. Hidden craft. It feels very, psychic-y. All right, or you could do some type of work at home. That's another thing. Is there somebody that's bothered by the fact that you're able to work from home and they're not? Maybe they're held at a different standard. You see what I'm saying? They're just nosy. Get them out of here. Get them out of here, friend. But yeah, for the tea on you is, oh yeah, it's giving, I don't know. It just feels like you're just, boom, there. I don't know what to say. It feels like you're very focused, but I feel like this was more of you just needing to know, like, who is, and you're very protected, but who is watching you or keeping a close eye on you. And it's this competitor. Yucky. Yuck, yuck, yuck. So yes, pile 4, that was your spread. I'm sorry, y'all ain't even focused, my bad friend. But yes, pile 4, that was your spread. Please let me know how it resonates, and I'll see you guys down below in the comments.